Can I tell you something? This week has been very busy. When you are a mother, a wife, and all these different things, you got a lot going on. But spring break is over, and I'm back, y'all. And this episode irked the hell out of me. So we got to get into it, shall we? Let's do it. All right, y'all. Now y'all know I had to get up on here because I'm up in here in this daggone robe. I'm in my bed. Y'all know I'm usually downstairs in my house with my whole setup. I ain't even got no light on, child. So I hope that listen, I didn't use Melody 7th Avenue. I hope it's doing me some good and there's no light here. But anyway, let's get into it. Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 4, episode 4. Okay. This episode is titled, which I thought was very cute. Melody and her one-liners. I have coins to make, not friends to fake, child. So Carlos then went on and named the daggone episode after her and her comments. But anyway, the episode starts off with Tisha and Kiki still going through their little debacle of stupidity. So basically, Tisha storms out the freaking black restaurant to go out there to talk shit about Kiki to Kimmy. And I'm like, well, ain't that the same shit that you mad at her about talking shit about you? But then you going outside talking shit about her to Kimmy as if Kimmy gives a damn. Moving right along, Kiki comes out and basically points out the double standard of it all, right, plain and simple. And she was like, this is the same thing. You talked about me to Mel, and I didn't appreciate you telling my business. Now, Kiki, if this shit happened 5 years ago, sis, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and get over it. If y'all done already had a discussion, y'all talked about it, and you apologized. Apparently, y'all done went to brunch over it. Everybody going to brunch to talk about their damn issues, but I digress. So y'all talked about it, and that was that on that. Why are you still bringing it up? But Tisha again, friend, sis, you going outside and doing the same shit that you mad at her about. So both of y'all sound dumb as hell to me. Like I just think that this whole nutcracker of a situation that y'all got going on is just crazy and deranged. Okay, word to Martin. So y'all need to just get over it and move on. So Tisha also copies Kimmy and says, Kiki, you must agree that if we weren't cousins or if we weren't family, we wouldn't be friends. Bitch, can you come up with your own shit? You was just mad at fucking Kimmy for saying that shit. Now you gonna use it on Kiki? Ain't that nothing? How unoriginal, okay? And then Kiki says, "Yeah, I agree. I agree." Okay, both of y'all are stupid as hell. Y'all need to be the best of friends because both of y'all are dumb. But Kiki brings up a good point. She says Tisha always gets up and leaves. She never wants to deal with issues, and that just got kind of goes to show that whole Tisha being spoiled situation. Like she thinks that that's cute, but you're a grown woman that can't handle conflict. You literally get if people are not doing exactly, if the sun ain't rising and setting on your ass in the conversation, you getting the fuck up and getting out of dodge. That's not you're not able to properly handle issues. And that's a problem as a grown ass woman. And you are a very grown ass woman, probably in your late 30s or early 40s, and you can't handle conflict. That's an issue. So Kiki, they end up apologizing to each other again. And, Tisha basically says, listen, this is your bag to hold. I've apologized to you several times. You need to figure out what you want to do to fix this because I said my piece and I'm done with it. And that's that on that. So moving right along, in the next scene, Martell goes to the office to meet up with Marceau, and Marceau asks him about the book signing and how did everything go, and of course, Martell wants to cry him a damn river, talking about Mel didn't bring the kids, and she said it was because it wasn't my week. It wasn't your week, you dumb fuck. Like what part of that don't you understand? Furthermore, riddle me this, Batman. What other book signings has Martell had since then? I'm pretty sure they recorded this months ago. Have you guys seen him post any other book signings with the kids on his week? Exactly. So that lets you know this mofo did this shit just to try to piss Mel off or to try to make her look bad. You didn't give a good fuck about them kids coming to that damn book signing. You piece of trash. He is so unbelievably disrespectful to Mel. It's just like, how the nerve of you. You have no respect for the woman that pushed out your four children and endured your foolishness for however long y'all were married in that nightmare of togetherness that y'all call a marriage. Okay. It's just so trifling. And then, recently, apparently, Mel's mother, they did a book signing and everybody was in an uproar, child, in the damn groups on Facebook and the internets and whatnot about Van having the kids at her book signing. Newsflash, numbnuts. She did it on Mel's week. It doesn't matter. They could go to Italy on Mel's week. Hell, they could do whatever the hell they want. Are you mad because she properly planned? Hmm. Get your life. Get your life, Martell. Like, seriously, you are ridiculous. You know that Mel didn't want to film with you this season. So you did this to try to pull some strings and try to get her to come and force her to film with you. And you try to use your damn kids, which is ultimately ridiculous and trifling. And you need to check yourself. Like, literally. So then, of course, Marceau falls for the woe is me game. He's like, oh, well, she should have at least had the kids. It was about the kids. It wasn't about y'all, She should have had the kids. I'm like, whatever. Okay. So as he continues to get the violin out of his ass, he starts to talk about the wine tastings. And he said, yeah, it's gonna be, he jokes about it being the boys' trip too, where they're gonna go down to Atlanta and then he's gonna have the wine tasting in Atlanta because Marceau asked, are you gonna have your friends and family there or what? And he's like, no, I'm gonna have all different types of people. We're gonna go down to Atlanta, it's gonna be really fun. And Marceau says, yeah, we can go to the clubs and out to the bars and stuff or whatever. And Martell's like, yeah, you know what? I'm single. I understand if you guys don't really want to do that type of stuff anymore because, y'all are married or whatever. And Marcel says, I can do that as a married man. I can go to the club and hang out at the bars. And I'm like, Marcel, okay, you know what? I'm not even gonna get into that. So then, then he cleans it. Basically, Marcel says he still go and he says in his confessional, him and Tisha trust each other. And he says that there are very few people's opinions that he cares about, and Letitia's is at the top of the list. I'm like, you rude bastard. So you basically saying you don't give a damn about what your wife say anyway. So because you're gonna do whatever the hell you want. I'm like, wow, like this dude is unfucking believable. Like he continues to embarrass his wife publicly whenever. Like you're on TV basically saying you don't give a damn about her opinion or anything that she says. And later on, he'll probably, if it's addressed, he'll be like, oh, I was just joking. It's just a joke. Everything ain't funny, my nigga. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you saying stuff like that about your wife on national TV? And it just rolls off his tongue being disrespectful to Tisha. I'm just like, wow, sir. Interesting. So, anyway, moving right along. Martell then, gets up the courage to ask Marceau about buying back into Sculpt. Okay, so apparently Sculpt, obviously Sculpt stands for Scott and Holt combined. Okay, so they were business partners initially, but the Scotts eventually bought the Holts out of their business. So now they are, the sole owners of the business. So Martell wants to get back into the business because his ass ain't got shit else going on. And I'm like, first of all, sir, did you get your builder's license while you trying to buy back into a damn company? I'm just saying, can you get the bare minimum done? Can you get how are you going to even be able to do anything? Is this your way of trying to use Marceau and his builder's license? Like, get your builder's license, sir, and start your own. Like, Martell literally can't do anything on his own. Literally. Everything is off of the backs of others. He can't ride the camel hump of Mel anymore. So and drink until the well runs dry. So now he want to ride everybody else's back. You made a wine because you and Mel used to drink wine all the damn time. You want to try to be this social media guru and do all of this stuff. You want to do sell products because you see Mel doing it. You can't do the same things that Mel does. Y'all don't have the same personalities, nor do you have the same skill sets. You really need to just get back into real estate and those things that you were actually or claim that you're good at and that you were actually interested in. This dumbass calendar and cookbooks and all this shit. I ain't never seen Martell make a damn hot dog, more or less try to make a fucking cookbook. I just don't get it. I just think all of the minutia is just getting ridiculous. Okay. So anyway, moving right along, Marsodan already said he don't give a damn about Tisha's opinion. She at the top of the list of people that he don't give a damn about their opinion, but then you're gonna use her as an excuse to say, oh well, I can't just make that decision about you coming back into the business. I have to talk to Tisha about it, because that's my wife and da da da. Boy, shut the fuck up. You're gonna use Tisha to tell his ass no. Then he brings up the whole project with Destiny, saying, well, maybe this could be something that we can work on together, as like a joint mission, because I know that you're not as experienced in this, in commercial, so this would be something that we can really do together. No, really, you told Destiny you was gonna help her out, and then you realize her ass ain't got no damn money. So now you're gonna use this as, now this is Martell's problem. I see right through the bullshit. Okay, but whatever. You like it, I love it. Keep on going on. Moving right along in the next scene, this was a short scene. I guess they just had to have Kimmy on the show some kind of way, besides her being on the phone and hanging up during Tisha and Kiki's debacle, which I thought was damn funny because Kimmy is not with the shits. Okay, she's like, I'm not about to sit on the phone and listen to you bitches cackling. I'm watching a movie. The fuck, I'm off today. Do you understand, you bitches? I work every day. I don't have time for this. I'm hanging up. The dial tone is what you will hear while you're arguing. Carry on. So her and Maurice discuss basically Tisha and Kiki going back and forth, and basically I think Kimmy kind of agrees that this is more of a double standard, where she heard Kiki bring up the fact that it's a double standard, that Kiki was talking to Mel, but then Tisha runs outside the first second she get a chance to go and talk shit about Kiki to Kimmy. And Kimmy's like, yeah, it is really weird that she would do that. Then Maurice brings his damn Casper looking ass into the situation to offer his damn opinion, talking about some, yeah, well, the way he talked, well, you're going to end up being in the middle of all this. It's going to end up being your fault. Oh, no shit, Sherlock. Shut the fuck up. This don't have nothing to do with Kimmy. Then he going to suggest, yeah, Kiki and Tisha, they need to sit down and talk to the aunt, talking about Miss Wanda. Why the fuck does Miss? Okay, anyway, off to that filler scene. Moving right along, Destiny comes into the office to talk to Maurice to tell more damn lies, child, because I don't believe nothing that comes out of Destiny's damn mouth these days. So she talks about her finances and her credit score, and how, she has to get a lot of things in line now that she is no longer married. But here's my issue with Destiny. She says that she ended up having to get on. She tells him about the whole public assistance story and whatnot. Mind you, I feel like that's a lie. I feel like Destiny got a PPP loan. And actually, I don't have it pulled up on my screen because I kind of just jumped on here to get y'all this review. But somebody had posted in a group of her business that this, I'm gonna say this is alleged until I can put it up. I'll probably do a separate video for y'all, where she did get a PPP loan. She applied for a PPP loan apparently in 2021. I don't know if maybe the funds were just dispersed in 2022, but from what I saw alleged, this was upwards of $20,000 that she got this PPP loan for, y'all. Yeah. Okay. So little Miss Muffet that sat on her tuffet eating her curds and whey got a PPP loan. Okay. So I don't know why the fuck she lying out here, but whatever. And I saw in the comments where some people were saying that people were getting public assistance to, while they were waiting for the PPP loan or whatever. So that's why if she was on public assistance, allegedly, whatever, that that's why she would have been on public assistance. Okay, so you heard it from me, and I'm gonna do another video about this, but if she got on public assistance, in my opinion, I think that's why she did it. But also it was very puzzling to me. She said, I didn't want to uproot my child and change his life. This big ass house that she living in. Girl, he's 1 years old. He's a baby at that time. What do you mean uproot his life out of this house? Bitch, don't live above your means. That's what kills me about a lot of people. You're being selfish. It's not about your kids. It's about you wanting to live a certain type of lifestyle, but you can't afford it. If you can afford only an apartment, get your ass a fucking apartment and try to maintain your business or go back and get a job. You got to do what you have to do to live like an adult, not in your head what you want to live like. You got to live in reality, my nigga. This shit that you're doing right here, living in a big ass house and it's just you and your baby, that's dumb as hell. Literally. But that's just my opinion and whatever. She, go set yourself off and waste your money, child. But then she talks about how she had to use all of her personal finances and her savings to pay her employees and keep her business going. And here's my thing. The chicken man, as they called him, took all these photos with all these celebrities and he be catering all these events and he got all these restaurants. How the fuck is you broke, sis? Two and two ain't equaling four here. Okay? I don't get it. Then she says she's living off of her savings. If you had all this money in savings, there's no way that they're going to give you public assistance. No way. So I don't know how she got the public assistance and how she handled all this stuff. That whatever, girl, it smelled like a lie and it stank. But anyway, moving right along, she tells him about Maurice suggests that with her building, she makes it more multifaceted where the building can be used. Hold on, Kenya from Cali, thank you for watching. She says a 20K PPP loan is nothing. That was the average for a part-time Uber driver. You know what? Running a business, $20,000 or whatever the case may be, that's definitely not a lot to sustain her life. But I feel like that's enough to, kind of keep some things afloat if you are positive with your money. No way she could sustain her life and hold on to her business with a 20K PPP loan. She could have at least gotten 100K. But you know what? That's just all the you're right. You are right, Kenya from Cali. That could have just been all that I saw receipts for. So somebody was, Inspector Gadget sleuth enough to get a copy of her PPP loan for the 20 plus $1,000 or whatever the case may be. But who knows? Who knows what happened? But at the end of the day, I still feel like there were so many other financial resources for her via her ex-husband. She does have a kid with him, or you have to kind of downsize your lifestyle to get things going or get things afloat. Okay. And I also watched a live from Mel, which I'm going to play for y'all probably tomorrow and do commentary on, where she actually alluded to giving Destiny thousands of dollars to help her out. So there's a lot going on in that relationship that we all had. It's a lot of stuff that's missing from the story. Okay. Kenya from Cali. There's a lot missing in her story. Yeah, girl, we on the same page. Listen, I said it before even reading. We on the same page, sis. Okay, sister girl is hiding some things. Okay, she living above her. You're clearly living above your means. You're not getting child support from the chicken man. He definitely has funds. She's talking about her business being up and down, being opened or whatever. But Maurice gives her this idea of making her business multifaceted where she can offer the space when it's not being used for other things. So she talked about this social media room, content room, as she calls it, which I think is a really good idea, having conference spaces in there and suites for hairstylists, which I think is actually going to be a very good idea. But my whole thing is, how are you going to pay Marceau to do all of this stuff? Because she talks about him doing it. So I feel like that's the scheme that Todd put together. If y'all watch Atlanta Housewives, I feel like she is befriending Marceau and Tisha as well as a benefit for herself. Because maybe if she makes them feel sorry for her enough, they will help her out in doing, this work for her or whatever the case may be. But she has so much mouth talking about, oh, who gonna do my project and all this, that, and the third in the first or second season. I'm not sure which season it was, but you had all this lip service about who gonna do this work. Now you looking for Marceau to do it. Child, I don't know. It's just a lot going on here. But moving right along. Then her and Maurice talk about Mel ghosting her or whatever. And then she says, what's it, Sunshine 488, Destiny should have been woman enough when it came to those messages. 100. Abso-freaking-lutely. And we're going to get into that for sure. For sure. Okay. Thank you for watching and commenting. I love when y'all talk to me while I'm on here because I don't feel like I'm talking to myself. But moving right along. Then they talk about Mel and Destiny's kind of breakdown or whatever. And here's my thing. You're still talking shit about Mel. If you know that she has an issue with you discussing her with other people, especially people that, as she calls her ops or whatever, why are you, it's like you talk about her to whoever is going to listen. And then what I don't think that Destiny fully understands is, and let's keep it all 100, okay? The reason why Mel is not all hunky dory, I'm gonna take it from my Real Housewives of Beverly Hills child. Why everything is not all hunky dory with them is because the Scotts knew about the the whole situation with Ariana. Like they knew about it. Like if you go back to season 1 or 2, I think it was when all this stuff had came out, right? If you go back and watch those episodes, Tisha was trying to be a bully and or being a smart ass talking about, yeah, so did you know about the BMW? The matching BMWs? Yeah, because guess what? Allegedly, Marceau gave Martell the money. He was funneling him money to pay for stuff with the mistress. Okay? So basically, Mel is feeling betrayed because you out here hanging out and smiling in the face of people that are actually helping your husband cheat on you. That's fucked up. And I'm sure she shared all of this stuff with Destiny. So that's why it's probably pissing her off and why she's calling Tisha her enemy and why she's trying to, save face and try to build some type of relationship with Tisha. But that shit will always bother and nag me in the back of my neck and my throat too. Like, ain't no damn way. Ain't no damn way. And then you supposed to be my ace boon coon, my home dog, my home girl, my road dog, and you over here talking shit about me to the same bitch that helped my husband, knowing that her husband helped my husband cheat on me. Oh, you got the game all the way fucked up. Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Okay. Kenya from Cali. Oh, that's deep. I didn't watch first season. Girl, you got to go on back. Go ahead and hit play. Okay, you got to watch that because you will understand why Tisha and Mel are not friends. And Mel did, I'm telling y'all, I'm going to do commentary on the live that Mel did. Mel, she gave a lot of info today on her live, okay? But I'm going to do that one and play it tomorrow for y'all. But moving right along, she says that she's gone through a lot lately and, with Mel and all this with Mel, but she has gone through a lot of stuff personally and she can't even pick up the phone and call Mel and talk to her about it or whatever. And Maurice kind of said, well, who have you been talking to? And she's like, oh, I've been talking to Tisha. I'm like, girl, is she on your victim list of who to use? I'm like, girl, bye, whatever. But anyway, she in there getting the sob story, and Maurice said that he gonna pray for a child. Hell, I'm gonna pray for her too, because if all this shit that she going through is really true, she need a will and a prayer. Okay, moving right along. Marceau and Tisha chat about having her mom come to shadow the kitchen to get experience for her food truck because she's like, it's not the same. You can't just because you can cook don't mean you know anything about the business aspect of things. So she wants her to come and really see what it's like to actually run a business. Kenya from Cali, I hear you, but Mel has nothing but love for Marcel. She treats him like a real friend. And you know what? I'm going to tell you why. I think it's because he ended up admitting it. He admitted all of the things that he was doing. So I think that she had respect for him for not continuing to lie. Okay. And I think also Marceau is going to try to get on her good side because Mel also knows where the bodies are for him, allegedly. Okay. And she ain't snitched on him to his wife yet. That's why when Mel said, you might want to roll by the bar, girl, trying to, give Tisha a little hint. I think now he trying to kiss the ring of Mel and Martell, which in this scene I'm going to talk about this thing with Tisha, with Marceau trying to ask Tisha if Martell can come back into the business. He's always going to have a level of hush hush, please be my friend with them, because if he really is allegedly doing some dirt, I'm not gonna have these people on the outs with me because you're gonna out me. You have the ability to do that. Okay. I'll give you those 2 points. Messy, absolutely, very messy. Okay, and also, Marceau ain't going back and forth with her. Tisha is going back and forth because she knows that Mel has the keys to ruin her perfect bubble of a life that she feels like she's living in. So it's like Tisha is one of those people. I want to know, but I don't want to know. Like, don't tell me unless you actually got photos of the dick being inserted into the vagina. Okay, I think that's her mindset, because honestly, and I've said this in some of my other videos, if Tisha really wanted to know what Marceau was doing, all she has to do is get a private investigator to follow his ass for a good 6 months. They got the money to do it. Apparently, they calling and shot calling, and Lord knows Tisha wardrobe and head and upgraded tremendously this season. I got to give it to Mama. She is looking good this season. So you got the coins. You got the coins. Okay. Go ahead and have that man follow. You'll know exactly where the hell he going. And I bet you all roads will lead to Africa. But that's another damn story for another day. Moving right along back into this scene. Okay. Sunshine 488, Tisha needs to keep that same smoke when it comes to Marcel. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Took the words right out of my mouth. But moving right along, in this scene, Marceau says, that's a tall order having Wanda in the damn kitchen, which I understand. Listen, if you going to invest in her business, give sis the tools to do it right so she don't fuck it up. Because already with the name, child. Mm. And Wanda, listen, I don't trust nobody that have 3 hairstyles in one. I'm just saying. But move anyway. You like it, I love it. So Tisha, Marceau brings up Martell wanting to buy back into the business. Okay. So he's like, yeah, Martell came by the office. He was asking me about, buying back into Skull. And I told him that I really needed to talk to you about it because also you have the largest shares in the business. So here's my thing, Marcel. You just want to use Tisha so that you can tell Martell's ass no. Because Tisha is not going to want to work with Martell. Because she's still butthurt over him talking about the 20 women and all this stuff. That's why she was like, for him to try to hurt our marriage and say the stuff that he said or whatever, just the mere fact that you have the capability of doing that, I'm not trying to be working with nobody like that, which I totally understand, because I wouldn't want to work with a nigga that's doing some shit like that either, because you a snake, for real, for real. And that's the worst kind of snake, because you hiding in the grass and you gonna jump out and bite when it's convenient for you. And that's what Martell does. And I'm not about to kiss your ass to be on your good side. But Marceau also doesn't want to mess him over too much, because like I said, he knows more than what he's saying, and he done already said enough. Okay. Melody just needs to expose all of them, period. Hello. I would, but I guess she like, listen, I'm executive producer, I got to keep the stories rolling, and if I expose everybody, then what the hell we gonna talk about? Everybody, it's gonna be love and marriage, then I got a divorce. That's gonna be the new damn name of the show, because ain't nobody gonna be together after all of that, child. But Tisha finalizes her statements by saying, she does think that Martell is a good business person, and where Marceau is weak, he is strong. However, she doesn't think that she can trust him. So right now, it's a no. It's a no for her having Martell come back. So here we go, y'all. The final scene that we've all been waiting on. Mel and Destiny sit down for lunch. Okay. So they sit down and basically Mel is like, let's just get into it if we're gonna get into it, okay? And she says she wants to know what Mel Destiny's issue is with her. So Destiny says, "Well, my issue is that I've also lost some business deals because mutual friends have basically told me that you have issues with me, and then a person that I was looking to do business with, when she saw that we were having issues, all of a sudden." Now she don't want to do business with me anymore. And Mel is like, what you're not gonna do is blame me for somebody not wanting to do business with you. Okay. First of all, people make their own decisions. And yes, I was asked about the situation, but I didn't say anything that's going to ultimately make somebody not want to do business with you. That don't have nothing to do with me. And here's my thing, and this is just my opinion, y'all. I feel like Mel doesn't want to be friends with Destiny. Honestly, I wouldn't want to be friends with Destiny either, because for your husband to leave you 3 weeks after you had a baby, for you to not tell, we supposed to be tough tight. We tight like butt cheeks, okay? But you didn't tell me that you was getting a divorce, sis. What? What? Who does that? But we tough tight, right? And then you want a national TV show, a reality TV show, but you don't never talk about your damn reality. That's a sneaky, sleazy individual, and I don't want no parts of you. I'm so sorry. And you're very needy. Destiny is very needy to me, because I get it. You talking about y'all talked on the phone every day and all this, that, and the third. But sis, if you're working as much as Mel does, Mel got 4 damn children. I ain't got time to be talking to your ass on the phone every damn day. But then you want to get mad, and Mel talks about this too. She says, "Well, I needed a break, and I told you I apologized to you for the way that I handled that. I should have just basically told you, listen, after." And Mel has actually said this before. She has said in previous seasons that after they wrap the show, she takes some time to rebuild her energy because it's so draining having to deal with all of them. And again, I would be drained having to be around the people that knew my husband was slutting around on me for 5 damn years too. Absolutely exhausted. Okay? The train ain't got no more gas. All right? I don't want to talk to none of you niggas. Frankly. Okay? So anybody that can't understand that didn't even want to set your lips to tell me that your ass got a damn divorce, but we supposed to be tough tight. What the hell is wrong with you? Let me have a break. So Mel brings out the text messages, which I was absolutely tickled by. Okay. Destiny sat up there with the screw face talking about, I said talk. I said talk. Well, bitch, it's communicate. Okay. If I'm texting you, I'm calling you, we're communicating. Okay. I don't have time for the semantics of it all. If I done told you that I need a break right now, respect my space. That's what I need you to. That's all I need you to do. It's like the more and more and more you give to a person, the more and more they want to take. And I just don't like those types of friendships. I feel like some women are just so needy of attention that you got to be forgiving and understanding in friendships. And I just feel like this could have been something that was totally alleviated, that could have been totally alleviated. And I feel like Destiny probably wasn't getting what she wanted out of Mel. She probably wanted Mel, she probably was pissed, and this is alleged, this is just my opinion. She's probably pissed that as an EP, Mel was not going to continue to help. Like Mel probably helped her to get away with not telling about her marriage. That's how I feel. I feel like she helped her to get away with it, and then she finally was like, listen, the viewers have spoken. You're gonna have to start opening up about your life. Like, I am very open about my life. I've probably been the most open mofo on this damn show. So it's on you. And she probably realized, oh, Mel ain't gonna be my safe haven anymore. Let me go over here and try to get with these his Scots because I can use them for some shit too. That's just my opinion, and that's what I think is going on. But anyway, getting back to the actual story. So Mel discusses Destiny being able to take time away, discuss whatever she wants to discuss when she wants to discuss it. Basically, what I said, she don't want to talk about her business, but she want to talk about everybody damn else's. And then, but when Mel takes her time to deal with herself and her situation, it's a problem, and now the friendship is in jeopardy. Okay. Destiny didn't even tell her about it. She talks about how Destiny didn't even tell her about her divorce and she dealt with it on her own. But Mel can't seem to do that on her own, according to Destiny. Then Destiny turns, so Mel brings out her text receipt showing they actually did communicate. Destiny turns away and Melody says, "Don't be rude." And Mel says she's just saying this because Destiny says, "Well, you're just saying this because you think that you somehow said Tisha is your enemy or whatever." And Melody is like, "Well, you're damn right. Like, I don't know if she copped to saying that Tisha was her enemy, but she damn sure said, it's just really messed up that you out here basically talking shit about me to the ops. You know what I mean? Like, basically, these are all people that are against me." And then she talked about Destiny apparently talking to Martell on the phone every day, saying that that's what he said. Like, he basically was like, "Yeah, me and Destiny talk every day." And he was saying Destiny was talking shit about her to him too. And she's like, "I don't talk to Martell every day and I don't talk about you to him or whatever." So at this point, I just think that Mel just doesn't trust Destiny. And in friendships, you have to have trust for things to work out. And I just think that this is just, it's a situation of Destiny being needy of Mel's time and she's needing all of this communication and needing of her space, but she's not willing to give what she wants from Mel. It's like, I want to be able to take, gimme, can you spare? But I'm not going to give you back in return what I'm ultimately asking you for. Destiny can't talk about Tiffany being transparent when her mess ain't making sense. Absolutely, Sunshine 488. Absolutely. What happened with the chicken man? I still want to know what happened with her damn divorce. I ain't I'm not letting up on that. You want to talk about this public assistance story to give us a sob story and the woe is me to make us feel bad for you, child. Girl, bye. But you know what? I'm gonna take that back, y'all, slightly. If she really is going through that, I pray sis gets her stuff together. But ultimately, yeah, Destiny, you got to take charge of your own shit. Like, seriously. So then she basically doesn't. So then Mel basically alludes to the fact that it's either Martell or her. Like, she doesn't really want Destiny being friends with Martell because she feels like, you know, with all the stuff that he's put me through that I've shared with you. So basically, that confirmed it for me, in my opinion, that she shared with Destiny all the things that the Scots have done as far as the affair and their involvement, all the stuff that Martell has done. So it really, she couldn't get past you talking shit about her to somebody that she's not in a good relationship with, mainly because of her knowledge of what happened and talking shit about her. And then you are hanging out with Martell, who ultimately is the culprit of all the bullshit. And and the shit that he's still doing to this day to try to make Mel's life miserable. It's like, why the hell would you be talking about me with somebody like that and still friends with them? But they keep maintaining this whole dumb story about Martell and her being friends since high school or whatever. But Mel said in an interview that she didn't even hear of Destiny until 2017. So if they have been these tough tight friends since high school, why is it that they've been in this long marriage and she just now hearing about you in 2017? That's not that long ago. And they damn sure wasn't in high school in 2017. So something stank and it ain't never gonna smell good, okay? About this whole situation. So anyway, Mel also discusses her being a good, the her not being a good friend comment at the reunion. She was basically like, when Tisha said that she's not a good friend, she really expected Destiny to kind of chime in and be like, well, I can't let you say that. Mel is actually has been a really good friend to me. Or basically like, she was like, well, she was, and Destiny said, well, she was talking about her experience. And in that moment, if Mel has given Destiny money and been there for her and all this and the stuff, third, allegedly, according to Mel's live that she did, and just really just been a good friend to her. She was like, she sends Destiny flowers when they've had conversations, and she wasn't having a good day and stuff like that. She really was being a good friend to Destiny, but she felt like in that moment, Destiny should have been like, well, I don't know about your experience, but she's been a good friend to me, you know. And she just felt like Destiny should have called her and talked to her about her thoughts or issues with her not talking to her before they sat on that stage. So it just felt really shady to her that she would bring up their issues at the reunion. And I agree. I think it was really messed up. So they continue to go back and forth. And, Destiny brings up Mel listening and knocking on the door because she heard her and Tisha talking. And then Mel says she heard her talking shit about her to Tisha. And she was like, that's messed up, basically. And it is. Like, why are you talking stuff about me to a person that clearly don't like me? Like, don't fool with me, all of that. Why are you venting to, of all the people that you can vent to about any issues that you're having with me? You go to Tisha? Yeah, that ain't cool. Definitely not cool. So then Destiny says, she didn't say that oh, I'm sorry. They discussed brunch and how Destiny said she was talking shit about her with Tisha, how Mel had said that Destiny was talking shit about her because she was upset. Um, Oh, Destiny admitted to Mel. Mel is saying that Destiny admitted to her that she was only talking to Tisha, talking crap about her to Tisha because she was upset that they hadn't talked. And Destiny said, no, that's not true. She said that what she really said was that she felt bad that Melody thought she was talking about her. And I'm like, girl, but she heard you talking about her. So it doesn't matter if she felt, or found. She found you talking about her in the next room with her enemy. Like, what? What are you? Okay. So anyway, they continue to exchange words, and Destiny is like, sometimes you're just friends with people for a season, and that's it. And she talks about praying for Mel, and Mel like, I don't need you to pray for me. And that was when she gave the famous little line. She said, I have coins to make and not friends to fake, honey. And that's that on that, and the end of that episode. Here's my thing, and this review is probably the longest that I've done. My reviews are typically 30 minutes and less, but this episode really packed a punch. I feel like Destiny really is hanging on by a thread. She's trying to do whatever she can to capture her coins to stay on this show. And here's another thing. If you are on a national TV show getting paid, okay, this whole public assistance thing just really is publicly pissing me off, because there are a lot of people that need public assistance, but you're on TV. Carlos, are you not paying Destiny enough? Because that's messed up if you not. She shouldn't have needed to go get no damn public assistance. I'm just saying. Like, it don't make no sense. But anyway, this has been my review on Love and Marriage Huntsville, episode 4, season 4. All right. Please, please, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can know when I come back on here to run my mouth with y'all again. And I will see you in the next video. Peace out.